Welcome to my podcasts called Discover Your Power, where you will learn how to release limiting beliefs, create abundance, and manifest the life you deserve and that truly works for you. My name is Jania Aebi, transformational healer, author, and coach. There is so much more joy, health, wealth, and success available to you when you get a true perspective on how life really works. I want you to have what you deeply desire, and these podcasts will help you find your truth, unlock your potential, and empower your life. We think our body, the personality with our name, is who we are, forgetting that we have simply appeared as that from another dimension at the date of our birth, and that fact has been constantly reinforced by our parents, everyone else, and life in general. We never stop to think about where did we come from when we appeared here. Who were we before we took this form as a human being? Something always comes from something, never from nothing. So, before we appeared as a human newborn baby, we were pure spirit without a form, without a dense material body, which means we were consciousness, and that consciousness is life, is our ability to think, to move, to choose what to do and not to do. It is what makes the material body and personality what it is, different from every other appearance of God, Spirit, in this world or any other world. Because the infinite and eternal Spirit manifests itself as everything that exists, as every star, every planet, every tree, the air, the water, you and me, and every creature. And when we think that truth through, we realize that the really important part of us is spirit, without which we would not even exist as a person. As a person, we are finite, very limited, and will disappear from the earth after a certain number of years, the body becoming dust and reverting back to being spirit that is infinite and eternal. And it's fine if you don't remember your true nature and align with it every minute of the day, 24/7. Because it projected itself into your form in order to know what a human life would be like, seen from your perspective. So wants you to live your human life to the best of your ability and is always helping you to do that through your intuition, hoping you will listen and follow the guidance. Spirit has absolute knowledge of everything in the universe and wants to guide you to a better knowledge, or rather, to a remembrance of who you were before having a body. And this happens naturally when you consistently do your best to practice remembering it every day, and often multiple times a day for just a moment. A minute or two of heartfelt reconnection to the source of your being. At some stage, everyone has felt and been not good enough, rejected, afraid, judgmental, critical, manipulative, not okay with what was happening, not okay with themselves, comparing themselves to those others who were so much better than us. And it's all for a good reason. We've learned from each and every occurrence, and because of all of that, we become who we are. Without a doubt, if we honestly look at ourselves, we have gained so much more wisdom than we had 10, 20, or 50 years ago. And we will continue to grow as we ask the right questions and refrain from judging, criticizing, and comparing. And even if you're thinking, I don't like how I am right now, even that is all right, because you don't have to like how you are. The very fact you don't like how you are sends out a rocket of desire to become someone better, to reach into the universe where everything is and draw to yourself a better form of reality. Allowing everything to be just as it is does not justify fear-based or self-destructive choices you might be making. It's not about justifying anything, but simply recognizing, what if there was a deeper reason why I'm acting like this? What if this life was a setup to help me find more appropriate and more courageous choices? And as a result, to make me a better person than ever before. If there is anything in your life to which you can't truly, authentically say, that's all right with me, then just make it all right that it isn't, as yet, all right for you. And one of these days, because of your total acceptance of your every aspect, you will feel empowered to make that leap into the mystery of what will happen when you make even that all right with you. The whole process of events happening and your response to them has been set up for your growth, and you are playing the game wherever you are positioned in the game in this moment. Everything will work out in the end, however long it takes. And it may be lifetimes. It's a process of reclaiming all of your divine power from the people, events, situations, and circumstances you have given it away to, bit by bit, because of life happening. By saying everything's all right, we're not pretending to like what we're facing. We're not justifying it. We're not agreeing with it. We're not condoning any wrongdoing. We are just recognizing there is a divine purpose to life, and that in spite of what we feel and think, everything is okay, on a level we have not accessed yet. We are cultivating an authentic and honest level of consciousness, and it doesn't mean we no longer want or participate in making changes. It doesn't mean we no longer advocate peace, harmony, safety, and security for all. But we don't perpetuate separation, fear, and discord by marching against anything, by adding our hate, discord, and frustration to what's there already. Energetically speaking, we are one with every other person and thing on the planet, however they choose to be or act, and it's up to every conscious being to act in a way that demonstrates our oneness with source energy. So it's never a question of fighting against things we disagree with. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and everyone has the freedom to express themselves. We just use our own freedom of expression to affirm life-giving, positive ideas and solutions into this world that carry the highest vibrations of peace, love, harmony, and abundance for everyone and everything. Not only for those that think like us, but also for those who have ideas different from ours. If we had been born in their part of the world, if we had had their upbringing, their experiences, if we were walking in their shoes, we would probably be acting as they are. Consider this. Does a truly happy, harmonious, abundant, joyous, and successful person ever go out to commit crimes, kill innocent people, not to mention school children, and wage war on his neighbor? People who do such things are deeply unhappy, lacking love, lacking self-respect, feeling unappreciated, unseen and unheard. They feel a victim of circumstances, and when we realize that, we can start having great compassion and understanding for the plight they're in, and energetically give them the love and respect they crave. That doesn't mean we condone their actions. We may have to put them in prison in order to protect innocent people. But as we do that, we also know they have in their hearts the same spirit we have, and energetically we radiate our love, harmony, and peace to them, knowing that at some point that energy will find a chink in the armor they put around themselves in an attempt to mitigate their own suffering. Love is all there is, and is the very nature of God, source energy, and cannot be removed or destroyed. It's present in every heart, yearning to be expressed. Imagine a divine heart of love, which the personality has surrounded with an armor of hatred, horror, and hostility. When we project our love, peace, and allowance to it, and the love from the inside also working to dissolve that armor, how much quicker do you think it will melt away when it has love energy encircling it and dissolving it from both sides? And it's never up to us to know how or when it will happen. Our only job is to radiate love energy into everyone and everything that seems to be lacking it. The more we do that, the less often fear, insecurity, and attack needs to appear. Our stand for what we believe in and what we want to see in the world, our stand for peace, harmony, joy, wealth, and health for everyone, awakens the desire for the same good things in all other beings. And that starts from the inside out, with radical self-acceptance, which says, what if every experience I have is always the perfect one for me to learn something, to become a better person, to grow to a higher level? Can I accept myself exactly as I am in every moment? I don't have to like how I am. I don't have to like what's happening. I don't have to like how I'm reacting. But it's teaching me to choose a higher response than last time. And for that, I can be truly grateful, even if I don't like it. So the way you are in every moment is perfect for that moment, because you're not deciding this is how you will always be. You're not excluding further growth. You're recognizing there may be a reason for why things are as they are. And perhaps the reason might be that it's a setup for you to become better than ever before, and that will reflect as the world becoming better than it ever was before. Can we recognize the greatness we are meant to be? Recognize our potential before it actually appears in physical form? As we look at an appearance, and there is still a part of us that says, I can't accept that. That's not all right with me. Then we start feeling angry, indignant, or resentful. And that will not affect the appearance at all. It will still be there, as dysfunctional as ever. But as soon as you're all right with it being there, because you know it's serving a divine purpose, even if you don't see what that purpose could be, then suddenly you are at peace. Everything is all right. You've reached a higher perspective, and it makes you at peace with what is. And maybe, just maybe, the reason for that appearance was to simply turn your attention to a higher perspective, and you can then become grateful and reach an even higher vibration. As always, I am speaking about the consciousness to have. That doesn't mean that you don't stop harm being done if you can, that you don't stop any kind of wrongdoing, mental, emotional, or physical, if you're in a position to do so. But so many times we become upset and indignant about things we have no control over. And that's the time to realize the power you have to not add to the hate and resentment already rampant, since it got triggered in you, but on the contrary, to send out blessings of peace, harmony, and joy to all the places that are seemingly lacking it. We find it easy to judge ourselves harshly, find countless ways in which we're not good enough, unspiritual, lacking so many qualities considered good, and so the mindset of, what if everything was here for my growth to the next level, is unfamiliar, and the personality or ego can't accept it. Make that all right too, because if we don't, that's waging a war against all those parts of yourself you are judging bad or not as they should be. All those parts that you think are your enemies are just divine energy that has been misperceived and rejected. And as long as you have an internal war, you will also see conflict and war on the outside. What you see outside is a reflection of what's in your consciousness. And as long as you believe there's something bad about you, you can't believe the real truth, that you are the ray of light coming from the great central sun to illumine this world. And at the same time, you don't know how to stop believing all the things that apparently contradict that. You're not on your way back to Source, you're coming from it. You are meant to bring into this world the gifts from Spirit that you most want to express. So make it okay that wherever you are in this moment is exactly where you should be, and what you should be doing to allow your fastest evolution into being that bringer of divine gifts. Source energy or life force accepts you exactly as you are in every moment. The fact you are alive is a proof of that. If life force wasn't okay with where you are and left you, you wouldn't be here to listen to this. So why not make it all right to be exactly as you are, even if it's not what you want to be or where you want to be? Can you give up a little of your own ideas of how things should be and open up to the intelligence of the universe, which knows what you most need and gives it to you always? I would like to anchor all of this in you, so it no longer feels like it's a strange way to look at life, but that you begin to feel some resonance with it. You begin to feel that at the very least it can help you to be a little more comfortable with some situation that maybe has not been to your liking. But that's only because you don't know everything, and you don't know what wonderful thing is just around the corner. If you align with Spirit and let it direct your life, without putting in your 2 cents of criticism and judgment, but putting your confidence in the intelligence of the universe. I trust this has been valuable and helpful. Do you want to know more? Then check out my website, www.janiaaebi.com, where you can find much free material. Don't miss any of these episodes by subscribing to this channel. And thank you for your willingness to explore more of the abundance life has to offer you. I love you and will speak to you again soon.